Hi, my name is Deynika and I graduated from St. Anthony's Canossian Secondary School. I heard about DDEC through a family friend that lives at our condo, and she also sends her daughter here. And what made me come here was probably because I realized that I needed a lot of help in school, so I was quite willing to start tuition at a new place. I think all the past tuitions that I have were mostly one-to-one lessons, and I was very fidgety and I really couldn't pay attention a lot. But when I came to DDEC, I was actually having a lot of fun because it wasn't on the very serious side where it was fully fixed on only academics. There was a lot of fun moments in class and a lot of fun ways to learn things, and I felt very happy having to come to classes like this, and it was very, very enjoyable for me. I think DDEC inspired me to do well for my subjects because sometimes when we came for classes, Mr. Magnum would pull up some questions that were very hard to solve, and when I couldn't solve it, I didn't feel discouraged, but it was more of a very encouraging thing because I told myself that okay, the next time I should be able to solve a question like this, which probably made me want to work harder and be able to do better for my subjects. I will definitely recommend my friends and relatives to come to DDEC for tuition. I've actually talked to some of my friends about the tuition centers and stuff. I will definitely recommend DDEC to my friends and relatives if they need to find a place where they can really find confidence, the confidence that they need to do well for their subjects. Because I felt personally I found the confidence to sort of attempt harder questions, and I was not so discouraged every time I couldn't solve something. I think it would really benefit them because instead of just looking at the subject as something that they have to do, I think they'll really find that they will be enjoying the subject when they come to DDEC because it's not so fixed on academics part, but there's a lot of fun ways to learn different concepts, and I think that's very beneficial to them. I think that those that are wanting to come to DDEC but you're not very sure yet, I think you should really just sit down and think about what are the pros and cons of coming, because I think that even if there's reasons where you feel that you shouldn't come for class, there's always going to be other reasons that are going to make you want to come for it, because I felt that when I came to DDEC, at first I might have been a bit unwilling and a bit reluctant to come for classes, but I felt that I grew as a person, not only for personal development but also in my academics. So I feel that at the end of the day, for me, after completing my O-levels, I felt that all that I did or coming for DDEC was worth it. So I would really say that you should just really think about what it is that you want and then really try to come to a conclusion that you should probably come to DDEC. Because sometimes when you teach us about the memory techniques, I can use some of them now, when I need to memorize a long list and I try to make a story about something that happened. And time management, I think I just kind of understood a lot more that what you sacrifice now, you can always just do it or gain it back later, because you just have to focus on what's important. And I also remember a lot of people talking about procrastination and stuff, but now I don't see myself procrastinating that much, especially when it came closer to O-levels, because I understood what I needed to do. So yeah, it actually did help now thinking about it. No, I think before it was sort of if I thought that I needed to do it, I would be okay, I'll just do it later, and later would drag on to forever, and then I would always do my work at the last minute, especially during school holidays and stuff. But I feel after I really after I attended the seminar, right, and then you talked about so many things, I just kind of had this self-realization kind of period where I was okay, I need to change the way I'm doing things if I want to do better, because I always thought that I could do better, I just wasn't doing anything about it, and I used to think that I couldn't do anything about it. But because there were ways now for me to sort of help myself, I feel I was more disciplined when it came to doing my work, so I would really sit down and finish my work before I wanted to do anything else, which I think was very helpful for me.